Hi, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and it's week 2 of the Lavender and Lace Challenge hosted by Kara Brandon Creations and Line Arrow. This week, we are using the collaboration kits created by each of these designers, and the link will be in the description box below for those kits. And we are decorating our folio that we made in week 1. So you can see that I did a lot of decorating when I created this folio. I kind of added papers as I went along. And so this is going to be a process, and it's, this is a work in progress. It's not going to be completed today or in this week. But I went ahead and I made some cards, inserts to go into each of these pockets that I had created. So I'll just go ahead and show you what I came up with. In this pocket right here, see this little pocket here, this is super cute. I had this little piece in there, and I really liked how this kind of did a peekaboo in that. And I just wanted to keep it so that it has lots of journaling space. So I left the back blank and just decorated the front. I'm just gonna slip that in here. All right, so I really like the way that looks in there. I don't have a pocket in this envelope, this back envelope, because this is where I put the tie into it. However, I do have a pocket in here. Okay, so in this one I made this cute little journaling card to kind of go in there, and this was just using one of the cards that came with that matched these envelopes that I used in this. And on this one I just added, I took one of the printables from Kara's kit, I think, and I printed this on matte sticker paper, and I just fussy cut this portion out because I still wanted this area to be used for journaling. And you could just, you didn't have to use sticker paper. You could just, fussy cut the print out of that. And then on the back, I just did a collage of one of Kara's sheets. I added some music paper. I added some washi. I added a little label right here. I added some paper across the bottom and a couple different kinds of washi. So I think that turned out super cute. Like that. Okay, so I've got these two pockets right here, and I made these two little inserts to go in there. I think I'll do them this direction. I really like the way this one turned out. And this I just did a lot of collaging and layering up, and I left the back blank so it could be used for journaling. But I just did some background paper, some music paper, this little printable. At this point, I completely forget whose kit was whose. So, and I tried to mix it up as much as possible so that I'm using pieces from each of the designer's kits. But there's just a layer of various little ephemera pieces. I added a little butterfly and this label and some lace. Go. I'm just going to go right inside that pocket like that. And this one I just did very similarly. I just used a card. So these envelopes were the craft envelopes, and these are the cards that go inside of them. I just trimmed them down slightly so they'd fit nicely. And again, I think this is Line Arrow's background paper, and then some other background paper here, or this might have, I don't know, been a tag or something that I tore down. And then some various vintage, various ephemera pieces that I layered up, and then added some really beautiful fabric, like lacy fabric, which I thought looked really pretty with this. So I'm just gonna put that right in here. Okay, and then I have these little flip-flops in here. And let's see, I have 2 of these. So for this flip-flop, I made this really pretty little tag to go in there. And I just took one of the tags and layered that up with some ephemera pieces, a little bit of one of my offcuts, and some kind of rough edge fabric there, a little bit of lace, and one of the tabs. And this says, and a little label from Kara's kit says vintage. And I just left the back again blank so that it could be used for journaling. And I'm just gonna put that right in here. That looks cute. And then in this one down here, I had some lavender printables that I printed on sticker paper, and I like the way it layers up and you can kind of see through the flowers. And then I added one of the butterflies. I think this is from Line Dot Arrows kit, and a little tab here. And again, I left the back blank for journaling. And that just goes in there like that. And that layers up like that. I think that looks really pretty. Let's see. Okay, I've got, there's a pocket in the top here. And for that one, I used this background paper from, or journal page from Kara's kit. And I love this lady, this Parisian lady. She looks very ooh la la, and this beautiful little bird. There was another butterfly underneath here, but when I tore this part off, I cut a lot of it off. So I added this other butterfly, and I wanted it in purple. So I like the way that turned out. I think this is from Line Dot Arrows kit, but I'm not entirely sure. I added up this tag and this stamp, and these are both from Line Dot Arrows kit. And this stamp I just took out of her collage piece. So, you know, that's another use for the collage pieces. You can take elements out of it if you'd like. I added a little bit of lace, and then I added some little, those are like lavender pearls. So I really like the way that one turned out. And again, I just left the back blank so it could be used for journaling. I made a little notch in this one, so I think I might just stick that down in there. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, there's also a pocket in here, and I'm planning on, and this will be next week's challenge, I'm planning on adding a signature right in here. This is where I think it'll fit really nicely. So I made a writing board. It's really thick. I just added up a couple layers of file folder, glued those together, and then did some printables on the front and on the back. And you can see this is from Kara's kit. And I layered up some music paper. This is just some interesting paper that I had in my stash. One of her tags. Oh, and I put this ephemera piece in there. I thought that fit really nicely in there, and I'm not sure whose kit that is from. I added this little ephemera piece here, and that folds over to the back. And this was Line Dot Arrow's freebie. This might have been Kara's freebie, one of Kara's freebies. So yeah, this back is Line Dot Arrows, and then I added this. This is a little ephemera piece, I think, from one of Kara's freebies. One of Kara's little labels. Let's see, what else did I, and I add this ephemera piece right in here. I thought that looked really cute, kind of layered up in there. And again, I can't remember whose kit that's from, but this will be a really nice little writing board for use in this journal that's here. I love the size of it, and it's nice and stable and sturdy. So I thought that was really pretty, and that'll fit really nicely right in here. Okay, I've got a pocket in here, and so I did this little guest check, and this was just super simple. All I did was add this little lavender sticker that I printed on transparent sticker paper, and it's matte, so it doesn't add any extra glossiness or anything. So I thought that would be kind of pretty in there, especially with this orders drawn and all of that. I also made this little tag, which I thought was super cute. And again, just some more of that lavender on sticker paper, and then a little label from one of the kits, some offcuts, and some music paper. Thought that was really pretty, and that'll fit right in here. And I can cut that down if I need to. I made a few other pieces, and I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to put those yet. But you know, I want to make some pockets and some, you know, corner tucks and various things like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna work all that stuff in. And I'll figure, you know, I'm gonna be working this next week to figure that out. But that's what I have so far that fits inside of there. I'll show you what else I made that I'm going to put in here somewhere, but I've got to, you know, kind of figure out exactly where those are going to go. I made this little card. It's a journaling spot, and I actually made it out of, you know, one of the cards. I think it's a reply card that matches the these envelopes here. And so when I made this, the interior was white, and so I folded it, you know, inside out. And when I did that, it cracked the spine a little bit. But I wanted the journaling to be inside of here, and then I just covered I added some washi tape to keep it, you know, hinged, and then I added some papers to either side. And then I added a couple of these little labels to the hinge right there. And I made little faux brads, and I just did that by punching out some holes from a piece of that you know, the craft card right there, like a little offcut that I had. And then I inked it a tiny bit and then added some dimensional, can you see that? I added some dimensional glue on there. So I thought that turned out super cute. So that just looks like these are little hinges on the little journaling spot. So I thought that was super cute, and I added this little stamp from Line Dot Arrow's kit. I made this really cute little journaling notebook. And this was from Line Dot Arrows kit. This is really pretty. I just added some steno notebook paper in there. Just a whole bunch of it. Glued the steno notebook to the back of this printable. And I just think it looks really cute. It's kind of floppy and I don't know, just kind of cute. Added the lace over the top. So I'm going to put that in somewhere. I made this tag and let's see, I did it double-sided and I believe these are from Kara's kit. I'm not entirely sure. And I added this snake skin to it, and that's actually real shed snake skin that I got from a neighbor of mine. And then just added some archival ink in purple over the top, and I really love the way it's super transparent. You can see the printable underneath it, all the lines and everything, but it adds lots of really cool texture. And I added a little bit of lace, and I added some seam binding to the top, just as a little bow. And I really love this tag. This tag really speaks to me of rebirth and renewal. You've got the butterfly or moth who, you know, has come out of its cocoon, shed the old and embracing the new. And the same with this skin, you know, it's shedding of the old and embracing the new. So I don't know, I just really love this tag. I think it's beautiful. And I will share the video where I made this tag up in the, if you follow that link. Okay, so I made a few other things that I haven't entirely finished. I've cut out a bunch of ephemera. I couldn't cut out everything because honestly, there is so much in these kits. I mean, they are just chock full. It's amazing. But I definitely want to include, you know, this little ticket somewhere. This is from one of Kara's freebies. I think this will be really useful for, you know, one or both of these. These are also from Kara's freebies to include extra tags and whatnot in there. I want to wrap at least one of these with some lace, and I just put it on, I put a file folder between the two. Just adds a little bit of stability and thickness. I really like the way they turned out. So I think that will be something that I will add somewhere, either as a tag or maybe as a little charm or dangle or something. I made a couple of layered tags, and this is one of Line Dot Arrows tags, and this is one of Kara's tags. And I really like the way these came out, and I just, you know, left this blank for journaling, but you know, it needs a little bit more embellishing, so I'll be working on that this upcoming week. I did this other layered tag as well. I really love the way this one turned out. This is really beautiful. This must be from Kara's kit because I made sure to include both kits in this, or maybe this is from Kara's kit. I don't know. Like I said, their style is very similar, and I've been working with Kara's kits for quite a while, and it's remarkable that I can't really tell the difference between them. Here's another one that I backed of Line Dot Arrows kit, and this is definitely Kara's, just another little tag. I just thought it was really pretty. So, like I said, this is a work in progress. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've accomplished so far. I will be working on the journal insert for week 3, so stay tuned for that. And then I'll have a final flip through the final week of March. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this and gave you some ideas and inspiration. It's not too late to join the challenge. There are prizes that will be awarded every week for those who participate. And I will leave a link to a description of all of the rules in the description box below, as well as a link to Kara's and Natalie's kits that they made. They're just absolutely gorgeous and incredibly versatile. You don't need to make them just for you know, a folio, but this is kind of a fun way to kind of highlight all the different pieces that they got, because they are enormous kits, and they each came up with, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 freebies a piece. So it's pretty remarkable. I'm pretty impressed. Again, thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe to my channel. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.